We have Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament, and till recently she was earlier heading the Delhi Commission of Women. Swati Maliwal is my first guest tonight. Good evening, Swati.
Good evening, Arnab.
Swati, you claim to have information on what has been happening in this shelter home. What is your information and what is the source of your information? Because we haven't got the pictures from inside. Obviously, we have not been able to film or speak to the inmates, but the details are truly horrendous. What information do you have?
I think this shelter home has become a horror house. I just went and visited the shelter home in Delhi, in Rohini, and I cannot tell you how appalled I am. This is today. This is just before, an hour before.
So you're allowed to go inside and visit it as a member of parliament, as a citizen, or in what capacity?
As a member of parliament.
Okay.
As a member
so you
of
have a right as an MP
visited.
to go, but we can't go. The media can't go inside.
I think the media should be allowed, frankly, because one of the reasons why this kind of horrific situation exists is because there is absolutely no oversight. But as far as I'm concerned, I was allowed to go in because I'm a member of parliament, and that too from Delhi. It is my right as well as my duty to go and visit these homes. When I went and visited this home today, I was absolutely shocked. You see, first and foremost, I went inside the place where the residents are staying. I had an interaction with them. I interacted with the staff. I interacted with the doctors, as well as I went through all the case files and the medical files of the deceased persons. There are 14 people who died in July, out of which 8 were women. Now, I would like to tell you that first and foremost, one of the major reasons why these deaths have happened is malnutrition. The doctors there, they told me that 30% of the residents there are actually suffering from malnutrition. They have a BMI of less than 18. Now, out of the 8 women who have died, 2 of those women, their documents, their medical documents, and I have those with me right now here, they state malnutrition. You'll be shocked to know, I want to quote from the medical summary of one of the residents who died, and she was 32 years old. And this is the doctor's document. And the doctor's document says, collapse in personal care and dietary deficiency. How can that be countered by showing how many medical visits at different hospitals? The question is why these ailments developed and finally culminated in death. Who will be responsible for these preventable conditions? Now, this I'm reading out from a document which is from the medical care unit of the Asha Kiran complex. What I have understood is, one, there is malnutrition and it is wide scale, it is rampant in this home. The other thing is that there's a lot of overcrowding. There are around 280 women and 75 children. I went to the women and children section and I saw that only 6 rooms are there. Now, all these 280 women have been literally, they're just pushed inside that one small room. Just 6 rooms. So each room is having over 45 residents. Now, in this room, if you see the condition of this room, they're just sitting there. When they're sitting there also, there is no space. How will they lie? And on top of it, there are no beds. So they literally have to sleep on top of each other. They're not even given mattresses. Only they're supposed to sleep on the floor with some dari. And 2 of the deceased persons had bed sores. How can that be? What kind of carelessness is this?
But tell me one thing, do they not have funds for this?
Of course they have funds.
What do they do with the funds? Because Kejriwal government keeps complaining we don't have money. Now, you've been an insider. Is the problem of money or something else?
It's not a problem of money. It is a problem of complete apathy. You see, while I was there, that place it's so hot in there. You see, the administration room had an air condition. The mantri's offices, the offices of the staff, the offices of all these officers, all of them have air condition. They keep doing press conferences from their air conditioned rooms. But when it comes to the care and protection of these mentally challenged women and children, they can't even install one air conditioner there.
Well,
all these people, the people who died, their medical reports, they say that there was dehydration. They say that there was a lot of heat and they were all vomiting. So why such a situation is created? It's a really
So
shameful
this
and
is, I
pathetic
mean,
condition.
some of what you're saying is really alarming. It's really alarming. And if you're watching the program, viewers, the first question you would have in your mind is this, that here is a government which came, here is a political party which was formed saying we are compelled to form a political party. We are activists, we don't want to come into politics. We are forced to form a political party to change the system. This is impossible to believe, but this is true. Now, I know, Swati, you agreed to come on a one-on-one. Just stay for a minute. You don't have to speak, but I need you to be a witness on the next few minutes of the debate. I have with me Sanju Verma. I have with me Akashdeep Muni, who supports the AAP. I have with me Lokesh Jindal, who is from the Congress. Akashdeep, who will you blame for this now? How many times can you blame others? If you cannot run a shelter home, and these details are terrible. There are maggots in the food. There is fungus in the food. The water is undrinkable. The inmates have nowhere to sleep. They are treated worse than prisoners.
See, Arnav,
And just because
the Delhi government,
yes,
yeah, the Delhi government is very serious regarding these incidents. And one thing must say that whatever information you are giving on television, I think you have taken from the tweets of Rekha Sharma or from the verbatim of Swati Maliwal.